Hello, I'm ETarte, math teacher. This is January 2014. This is the third video in which I show you part of a tutoring session that I had with fifth grader Nick. In his math class, Nick has been studying how to find areas of rectangles, and he knows that to do it you multiply the length times the width, or the length times the height if you want to call it. I wanted him to be able to do that multiplying when one of the multipliers is a whole number and the other one is a mixed number consisting of a whole number and a half. So I gave him this problem. Can you find the area of this rectangle with base length 6 centimeters and height 3.5 centimeters?
Oh, I already know. It's 18 and a half.
Actually, no, it isn't. You didn't deal with the 1/2 correctly. When I was here last time, I gave you one problem like this where you had to multiply a whole number by a whole number and a half, and I told you, you thought you just put the 1/2 on at the end, but I told you that's not what you do. It's a little bit more complicated than that. Put 3.5 under the 6, and I'll go. Okay, now I want to show you a better way to line it up. A better way to line it up is with the 3 directly under the 6 and the 1/2 out at the side. More like this. Now there are 2 steps to this. The first step is what you were thinking. What do you do first?
18.
Yes. Okay. But this 1/2 doesn't just mean it's going to be 18 and a half, because
then you have to do 6 times 1/2?
Yes, because this means 3.5 of these, 3.5 sixes. Well, you figured out 3 sixes, but now you have to figure out half of 6.
3.
Yes. And do you know what to do with the 3? You add it on to the 18 underneath.
21.
21, that's right. And we call area not just centimeters, but
meters?
No, it's something centimeters, but it's not just plain centimeters.
Cubic? No,
Cubic is for volume.
Square.
Square centimeters, that's right. That'll work. We usually write SQ for square. Oh. There are 2 ways to abbreviate square centimeters. One way is SQ and then separately CM. The other way is a CM with what's called an exponent or a power there, which means square. That's right. I want to try to show you what this means. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 6 that way. 3.5 this way. I showed Nick something like this. You see this row across the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
Each one of them is only a half a unit high. Now here's what I'd like you to do. You can count by ones down to this line. Do that starting in the corner.
Well, can I just go like this? 1, 2, 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes, that makes sense. So that's 18 down to that line.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you were wanting to give the answer as 18 and a half, but I'm trying to show you that it's really 21.
Well, if those are each half, then 1.
That's right.
2, 3.
Yes, 3 more. That's the 3 more that you had to add.
Oh.
That's why this makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to give you another one. I next gave him this problem, a rectangle with dimensions 10 centimeters and 6.5 centimeters. Find its area.
And then 10, times 6
Yes.
is 60.
Yes.
But how many halves are in 10?
Better way to say it is half of 10. And that's correct. 5, yes.
And then 65 square centimeters.
Very good. Okay. Nick worked the problem correctly. 10 times 6 is 60, plus half of 10 is 5, giving the area of 65 square centimeters. I'm going to give you one more problem where you have a multiplication with a half. Suppose you have 38 times 3.5. How would you multiply that?
So you do the same multiplication.
Yes.
And then I know that half of 32 is 16. Would it be 18? 18 for 38, or would it be more? It would probably be more.
Do you know how to work it out exactly? How to set it up as an arithmetic problem?
No.
Okay, this is also something I mentioned last time we were here. I have this sentence that we talked about. To find 1/2 of a number, you something it by something.
You divide it
By
something.
By what number? To find half of the number.
So
what will you divide? You'll divide 38
by 3? Or 38 by 2?
Yes, by 2. That's right. To find half a number, you divide it by 2, because that's what 1/2 means.
I knew it was 19.
Yeah, you came close when you said 18.
Alright, well, it is.
That's right.
$133.
Well, I didn't actually make this an area problem. I just made this a problem.
Alright.
So it's just 133. Okay, so this is including 1/2. To find half a number, you divide it by 2. Because if we had some money and I split it in half and gave half of it to you, there are 2 of us.
Yeah, it would be by 2.
I would be dividing the money into 2 equal parts. What would you do to find 1/3 of a number?
Divide by 3.
And to find 1/4 of a number?
Divide by 4.
Yeah, so we'll try one more with fraction before we move on to something else. 51 times 2 1/3. Yes. That's correct. Okay. This is a facsimile of Nick's work on that problem. As you can see, he worked it correctly. You can now multiply by a mixed number where the fraction is 1/2 or 1/3 or 1/4 or 1 something else. And you have just watched a young math student interested in learning math and developing his ability to do and understand math. Thank you for watching this video.